Hey guys, this is Richard with Dice University, and in this video I'm going to show you how to build a native ads campaign using the Adcash native traffic network.
This video is brought to you by Landerize.com. Create highly optimized landing pages in minutes. Get your 14-day free trial in the description below this video.
Okay, so to get started with this campaign, I am inside of Adplexity and I am essentially trying to find a potential market for us to run this offer in. All right, so if I just take a quick scan of all these different ClickBank offers, received most traffic, days running minimum 10, I'm now seeing, these are offers that people are sending sustained amount of traffic at high volumes too. All right, so I see solar, I see diabetes, fat burning, belly shrink, diabetes. Right, so obviously there's quite a few burn belly fat type offers because the diet weight loss market is huge. How many people want to lose weight and how many people don't want to do the hard work to lose weight? A lot. So this is a big market. So this is what I'm going to do for this campaign. We are going to do a campaign for weight loss, diet weight loss, and with ClickBank. All right, maybe one of the future live builds I make, I'm going to do one that is more an advertorial. I know some people like to run with advertorials, but with ClickBank you don't really need to do that because the VSL is the advertorial. VSL does a lot of the hard selling for us. So anyway, so I'm going to go back into ClickBank in the marketplace, head over to health and fitness, and we're looking for dietary supplements. All right, diet and weight loss is still good, but sometimes they can be quite heavily focused towards digital products. Digital products have higher refund rates, right? Because they're easy for you to refund. The process of refunding getting a refund for a physical product is much more difficult than digital. Digital is a couple of clicks. Physical is packaging and going to the post office and blah, blah, blah. You know what? I'll just do that. Never. That's typically the process for physical. So I always prefer to run physical products. Even when you run these physical products and they have these additional order bumps and like these additional upsells that are digital products, you'll notice that a lot of your refunds come from the digital products. All right. So when you're looking at your stats, when you're looking at your data, do some monitoring, and you'll notice that it's actually a lot of the digital products that are losing you money. So anyway, let's have a look. So we've got research here, we've got Leptotalks, we've got Lepto Connect, and this offer right here is moving very fast. I'm not sure if there's any data on it just yet, but giving you some insight, this offer is moving. It is moving. I've kept my eye on it and it is moving. So right now, lack of sufficient data. When this data is available on SimilarWeb, remember this offer, right? Remember this offer. You will see some big stuff happening. Remember that Rich said it, okay? Rich said it. Anyway, so let's have a look. Let's see if anybody's running this particular offer inside of Adplexity. Let's take a look. Whoops, what am I doing? Buy advertiser. Rookie mistake. So buy advertiser first, and then we want to do landing page outgoing URLs, and then just paste that in. Okay, and then we'll do receive most traffic. I don't like all these one hits. It's not good enough for me. Okay, decent. Alrighty. Okay, so I can very clearly see here that there are a number of affiliates running this offer. That's what I like to see. So yeah, this is the offer we're going to be running. So what I want to do now is head into Volume and essentially start getting everything set up. So I'm just going to pull up Volume. Just give me one moment. Just pull Volume up for you guys. Here we are, the infamous Volume. So what I want to do now is just select new affiliate network. Make sure you have your affiliate network set up before you do this process. This is why I do it in every video, because I know it's super important. I know that some people are doing this process for the first time, so I always like to just go with best practice. I don't like to make assumptions that you've already done this. So if you have, apologies, just fast forward. If you haven't, then you know, watch what I'm doing. So what you want to do is select ClickBank, press the next button, next, and all of this stuff, you don't need to do anything, right? Pretty much don't need to do anything. Other than this part where it says tracking domain, you want to select the correct tracking domain. So it'll be this one for me. And that's about it, because the whole point of having the integration there and having the ability to see the network in this menu, so let's pull this up, out of these options, is that these are all partners. These are all integrated partners with the Voluum platform. Therefore, when I click on something, all the pre-filled information that I need, so like the parameters, the tokens, all that stuff, the technical stuff that we used to manually input, you know, anybody that's been doing affiliate marketing for more than a couple of years will know this. You'd have to do all the manual import to get your tracker set up, and it was super confusing. But this part, I'm not even trying to sell Volume, like I'm just explaining the facts, right? Anyway, but this part is the part that used to be super annoying, but right now it's super easy, so that's what I want to let you know. I'm not going to set this up right now for me because I've already done it, so I will just go ahead and press the X button, but for you, you would have pressed save on the previous section. So assuming you've got your affiliate network set up, you want to go ahead and set up the traffic source. All right, so go over to traffic sources, new traffic source, and we're going to be using Adcash. So this is an Adcash, watch me build. We're using Adcash, so I'll go ahead and select Adcash, next, and you know, all the pre-filled information I need, so the parameters, the tokens, blah blah blah, it's all there for me. In the same way that affiliate networks, all the information that's required is already pre-filled, same thing applies to traffic sources if, and this is it, if they are a partner of Volume. Not every traffic source is a partner, they do have a lot, but you may find one that isn't, and you'd have to set things up manually, unfortunately. Okay, so yeah, so I can then go ahead and press save. I've already got this set up, so I'm just gonna add a test, save, and boom, now that is ready. So the next thing that I want to do is essentially go over to offers and get the offer set up correctly. So I want to go to new offer, and in ClickBank I'm just going to grab the, no, this is the wrong offer, that's Leptotalks, no, Lepto Connect. Alrighty, yo, so there's quite a few options for me, not bad. So we're just going to stick with the default for this video, copy, X that, and next we are going to head over to Volume. I'm just going to paste that in. I'm going to select my affiliate network, which I have added, which is ClickBank, and then I'm going to, what am I going to do? Put the name of the offer, obviously, the Lepto Connect. I'm just going to put test because, you know, this is an example campaign, and question mark. If there was already a question mark, I'd be putting the and symbol. So I'm going to put question marks twice after the slash at the end of the domain. That's just silly, but anyway, so that's now set up. I can go ahead and press save. Sweet. So the offer is now set up. So the next thing I want to do is continue spying inside of Adplexity, find how you know affiliates are sending traffic to the offer, what type of landing pages are they using, and then I'll start building out those landers inside of or the lander inside of Landerize. All right. So let me just pull this all up. So I've pulled up four campaigns, and we're going to take a look at them. Let's take a look. And the main thing that I want to do here is essentially look at the, what's it called? look at the landers that they're using. So this one is, for some reason, is showing research. Okay, I guess this affiliate was also direct linking to the offer, so that's not that useful for us. Let's take a look. I think this is probably the same affiliate. Yep, same person. Okay, so we're gonna have to look at some more, because that was all the same affiliate. This time I'm just gonna open up 6 just in case we get, or well, I guess 8, in case we get some more repeats. But all I'm looking for is an affiliate that has a lander, you know, that we could potentially swipe, right? So it's waiting for all of this to load up. Okay, same story right there. So again, same story. Oh, here we go. All right, if you're persistent, things will work out in your favor, as they've done for me. So I found one. Okay, let's have a look. This one looks strange. Let's take a look. And whilst that's loading up, I'm gonna see if this is another repeat. I'm gonna just press the X button on that. All right, and we found another. Is this another? Yeah. Let's go to the one with the longest days running. Ooh. I'm not saying ooh at the belly, but I'm saying ooh this is different. Yeah. Okay, so top surgeon belly fat, do this immediately to melt it while you sleep. Okay. 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 Interesting. Whew. Okay, so let's have a look at this one. It's the same person? No, these are 2 different affiliates, and they're both having this weight control research center. Okay, looking for some patterns. Let's see if there's any other. This is the same affiliate. So no, but I'm just gonna keep some of these open so I can swipe their creatives later on. My health cycle. Do I have my health cycle? No, that's trends consumer. My health cycle. Yeah, that's the same guy or girl. Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna leave it with these 2, and I'm gonna start building this out inside of Landerize. All right, so they have the standard Nutra VSL type flow, and I'm just gonna start building this out inside Landerize. So if I pull this up, where are you? There you are. Okay, cool. So this is what they're using. All right, this kind of like structure. So if I go to create page, I'm gonna call this Lepto Connect. I don't even know what else to add. Test. I had a little brain freeze for a second. Lepto Connect test, sweet. And we're just going to essentially swipe this type of lander, right? So I'm just going to delete that logo. We don't need that. I'm just going to copy this. Thank you very much. That's mine now. What else I'm gonna do? Just paste that in there. Perfect. And how can we do this one? This is a bit different to this flow. Do we need that? What is this? Trending. Oh, they're trying to make it look like an article. Trending weight loss breakthrough. Okay. Okay. I don't think that's that important anyway. Yeah, I don't think we even need to worry about that. I think that should be fine. Okay, cool. So then let's start saying that. Before I set that up, let me get the picture of this doctor dude. Okay, this is not the right offer, but it's all good. Call that Lepto Connect. Lepto Connect, the name of that reminds me of like the Bitcoin days. If you ever was into Bitcoin, there was a company called BitConnect, and that company was like one of the biggest scams the world has ever seen, and there were so many memes, and it's funny, man. If you have time, Google and I'll go on YouTube and search BitConnect. That's real funny. But anyway, back to the watch people. That's what we're doing right now. Anyway, so what we need to do is just copy this, and this stuff is super easy. What I'm doing, anybody can do it. There's no excuse for you not being able to do this. Okay, sweet, and I can just save this image, and I can save this. And what you could do, right, is you could run a split test on these two landers, right? So I could have one lander which has this, that's a woman with her belly out and whatever, and then the other one could be with the pot with the lemons inside, right? And I could split test, and one could do really well and one could do really shit, or they both could do really well, which would be great because I have a lot more room to scale, because I have two elements that are doing well, which means that there's going to be less chance of burning out, right? But yeah, I'd recommend that you try that out if you have two things that you're not sure about, which is better, right? So I'm gonna copy all of this as well. Copy. That is now mine. Thank you very much. All right, sweet. So that's all done. Let's update this image. So what should we go for this? I'm just going to do one lander in this campaign. When you're doing it, I'd recommend testing out multiple if you can, if you have the budget for it. But this one, I'm going to go for the one that caught my attention more, which is the belly. Okay. I want to fill that out a bit more. So where are we? There we are. Yep, here we are. Okay, I forgot to change this dude. Let's change this dude. And there we go. And voila, like, it's so quick and so easy to just change that all up. And now that is now my lander. I've completed the robbery. Alright, spying, completing robberies. This is what happens when you use spy tools, right? Things just happen, man. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and press save. Just make sure that this is saved. And yeah, so the next thing I want to do is I want to go into Volume and I want to grab my click URL for the lander. Otherwise the whole Volume connection stuff just won't work. So I'm just going to go back into Volume and grab my click URL. Where are ya? Okay. The reason why I keep looking back is because the battery on my camera is flashing, because it's gonna die. So hopefully I can do this quick enough. All right, let's get a move on. So click URL, copy, and back to Landerize, get icon, destination URL, paste, save, boom. Okay, I'm liking that. All good. Publish. We're publishing this to this domain. This is like obviously a test domain. But publishing it anyway, so publish. Sweet. Now we have our lander set up. So the next thing that I want to do is I want to head over to AWS. Where are you? Just pulling AWS up on another screen, and I'm going to drag it down in a second. But yes, I want to go into AWS and essentially check my lander bucket to see if it's been uploaded. What was that? Oh yeah, successfully exported to Amazon. Oh okay, okay. Upgrades. So this is my domain live. So if I click on this URL, which I've just opened, this is it. We are live on the web, guys. We've made it. All right, so I can just grab this URL, just copy that, head back into Volume, head over to track, then landers, there you are, and then new lander, lepto connect, big connect. That big connect stuff is funny, man. Anyway, so go ahead and press save, and we're done. All right, so the lander is now set up. So the next thing I want to do is I want to set up a flow. All right, and flows are super useful, especially if you're looking to split test your offers, split test your landers. You want to make sure you have a flow set up because it becomes easy to just mix and match things. All right, so go to new flow. Let's call this lepto test, double meta, just because I don't like people finding my stuff. Next, and we're going to lepto again. It's gonna go through. Yeah, there we are. Okay, and then lepto one more time. Lepto. Oh, okay, I was scared. Okay, lepto, and did I add a name for this? No, let's call it lepto. Save. Sweet. So now what I want to do is essentially just start setting up my campaign. New campaign. We're running this in the not inside the DSP. We're running this with the, what's it called? With Adcash directly. So just need to go to tracking advanced. I'm just going to select this. Initial. Can't spell, can I? There we are. Traffic source is Adcash. Okay, so I can go ahead and just select Adcash test. Sweet, and then call this lepto connect. Go ahead and press next. And we want to select the flow that we made previously. That's it. Perfect. Go ahead and press save. Yep. Sweet. And then I can then select track.rename. That is the tracking domain. And this is the URL that I'm going to use for the campaign inside of Adcash. So if I head over to Adcash, I can just select create a campaign here. And we want to take full control of every aspect of your campaign, maybe an advanced campaign. Yeah. So we can just call this lepto connect US test. Okay, so country, United States. And press next. Native is what we want. So you have the option to have all these different supply sources of traffic. No, go away. All these different supply sources of traffic. You can have that on if you want, or you can just purely select Adcash and then test, but I'm just going to just purely have Adcash for this campaign. And you can do user interest as well. So if you want to have additional layer of targeting, you can do just like health. And if we do just health and Adcash, you see the daily impressions is too low. So what we could do is, so to allow us to be targeted in terms of the type of content, we can just expand that out to all of the supply sources within Adcash. Okay, I guess we can't be targeted in terms of interest because we keep seeing that. So let's just select all. And that's the thing with native, right? The targeting side of things is not the best, right? This is why when you run campaigns in native, always go for broad offers that can have a mass appeal, like health, weight loss. There's a lot of people that want to lose weight. There's a lot of people, especially in the US, that suffer from diabetes. There's a lot of people that, you know, are worried about wrinkles on their face. There's a lot of people that, you know, that care about, you know, their aesthetics and how they look. So, you know, all these different Nutri products like wrinkle cream, blah blah blah, all that. There's a lot of people that want to make more money or are struggling with their existing, you know, income, and they need to try and find ways to make more money. That's why all these wealth offers do well. Think about evergreen markets when you're running native. So this is fine. The campaign can still work even though we're targeting all those interests. It's all good. Devices, we want to leave that all as is for now. Sometimes you can set up campaigns targeting specific OSs like iOS versus Android, but for this we're just going to keep it broad. This is all geared towards, like, you know, potential whitelists that we're setting up. We're not doing any of these right now. Whitelist, blacklist, we're not doing any of these, so we can just leave that all blank. Can I reselect that? Okay, cool. And yeah, we're going to leave that all broad. Okay. If you have a whitelist, recommended. Like if you have a whitelist for your campaign, awesome. We always recommend that you know, leverage whitelist if you can, because you don't want to run on 1,000 sources for a new campaign, right? Because that just means that you have to test for so long and so forth. So where you can find this whitelist through either spying, because tools like Adplexity allow you to see the placements that other affiliates are running on, then you can spy on your whitelist like that, or speak to your account manager, hustle your way through. Like I've got Benyata, nice name, in my DMs right now, and I could just reach out to my account manager, her, whoever she is, and try and request a whitelist for the specific campaign that I'm trying to run. All right. So in terms of getting this campaign set up, in terms of the final steps that we're in right now, what we want to do is, you know, get the creative set up. So let me just have a look at my notes here. Okay, sweet. So I want to head back into Volume, copy this URL, paste that in with all the macros included. It's all good. And then now we can do a bit of spying on some of these campaigns we found, and we can start swiping these creators. Save. Oops. I'm just going to grab a couple of images. Sweet. Grab 2 more, and then we should be good to go. Okay. Okay, so I have to resize these images. Super annoying, but it's all good. So what I need to do is just open up the image here. Good thing about a Mac, I can do this in my Mac. If you don't have a Mac, do it in Canva or something. So let me just try and see what the hell is the spec. 600, 500, so maybe a little bit pixelated, but it's just the example. This should be fine. If I do that now, it should work. Voila. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Then I can have my headlines. So where are you? Is it a cut though? Yeah, no, this is a supplement. Yeah, cool. Just to clarify. Cool. And brand. Save. And let's do another one. Let's see if this works. Probably won't, but no. It's all good though. It's all good. Tools, adjust size. Just be fine. that ain't gonna work. So let me just save myself the misery and just go to tools, adjust size. Okay, save, and then we've got two, two more. Okay, and tools, adjust size, boom, 500, okay, save, boom, boom, upload, and then we'll save. Yeah, okay, cool. And final one now. Why is the impression so low? I need to check that in a second. I have seen it. 500. Okay. Sweet. Okay, so let's take a look. So the impressions are quite low on this one, like way too low. We want to have a bit more broad, we want to have a bit more green. So I'm going to go back to the targeting section. Hopefully those creative saves. If they didn't, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it again because that was long. But hopefully they did. And let's take a look, alright? Because some of you guys may experience this when you're setting things up, so it'd be good for me to walk you through how to resolve. So user interest, they're all native supply. We may have to just run a bit broader because Adcash doesn't seem to have that much volume, right? But then if you run broader, how do the creators work with all these different sources of traffic? And I just updated that and it just still says the same. That's weird. Okay, so this is pretty broad. So let me do one more thing just to test this out. Wait. You have to deselect all these, I almost forgot. Okay, sweet. We've got our one source, and this is around 100,000 daily impressions that I can get. To be fair, I think that's fine. I don't think that's anything to worry about. Because this is for a specific campaign. This is not just for the whole supply of the entire network, right? So I think it should be good. And what I'll do for this campaign is I will monitor. After I've launched the campaign, I will just focus on monitoring it and monitoring it and monitoring it, and then monitoring it some more. All right. So yeah, let's have a look. Let's continue with the next step. So we've got our creatives in there. I'm going to select native. Yeah. We're not creating any new creatives, so it's all good to say. We'll go to next. All right, now this is where it gets interesting. So weekly distribution 24/7, that's fine. Total campaign budget unlimited, that's fine. Daily. No. Go away. Not right now. All right, so custom. Campaign status validation active, that's fine. No, we want the total to be that. Okay. CPM bid, let's go for the average. Or slightly above the average. Three, that's like the frequency. Yes, there we go, okay. 500 a day, unlimited. Sweet, then I go ahead and press next. And and then we should be pretty much done. What's the final part? The overview. And we're pretty much done with this one. So let's go ahead and press next. See why is the next button not working? Oh, I need to select. I need to select. Put that there. No. Let's check if there's something that I've missed out. Everything looks good, looks good, looks good, looks good. Okay, this button was just acting a bit buggy, making me think I messed it all up. Alright, so yeah, this is pretty much is it. And I'd go ahead and select the create campaign. It's going to go into review and then start collecting data on the campaign. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button. If you didn't, just go to another video. Apologies. And I'll see you guys in the next one.